Hey everyone, I'm Pete Clicker down here in Tampa Bay with eXp Realty, and today I'm going to talk about mortgages.
Hey Pete, how you doing?
Hey Kyle, I'm doing very well. How about you?
So let's get right into it. Mortgages, huh?
Mortgages.
So I keep hearing about all this stuff. So let me ask you my first question. What can I do myself as a buyer to prepare to make my life just a little bit easier?
When it comes to mortgages, you got to understand, first of all, that they're a necessary evil.
Yeah.
And I say evil because it can be a difficult process if you're not prepared, right?
Right.
Okay. So the first thing you need to do to get ready is to set aside time to talk to a lender.
Okay.
It's going to take a little bit of time. They're going to gather a ton of information. So be prepared to give somebody your address, your social security number, your income, list your debts, all that kind of personal information. It can be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's a necessary thing because mortgages are regulated by the government, right?
Yes.
So they need to do all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So that's the first thing you can do.
Sure.
The next thing you can do is start gathering the documents they're going to need. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an inside scoop on that.
Please do.
You're going to need either 1099s or W-2s.
Okay.
Your last couple years of taxes. You might as well gather 3 to 6 months of bank statements.
All right.
And while we're talking about that, don't make any drastic changes. Don't change banks. Don't change jobs. Pay down your debt and don't incur any new debt. Those are all important.
Yeah, so they're going to want to see what? Consistent paper trails and,
Yes.
on your behalf.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Consistency is key.
Got it. Now, let me ask you this. There's more than one type of place I can get a mortgage, right? Should I go to a bank, a traditional bank, or should I go to a mortgage broker?
Well, I'll tell you, do you know the difference?
What is the difference?
I'll tell you the difference. A mortgage banker is somebody who's actually initiating a loan for the place that they work.
So they're doing the underwriting themselves.
Not necessarily the underwriting themselves, but the loan origination.
Okay.
And then they have an in-house underwriting. And it would be like going to a major bank, like a Bank of America or Chase or Wells Fargo or somebody like that, talking to a mortgage banker, and then they have their underwriting and so on there. Okay. A mortgage broker is somebody who can put your application together and send it in and see what the best deal is from a range of places that also offer mortgages, different loan companies or mortgage companies.
Okay.
So that's really the difference.
Cool.
Historically, in my experience, not to diss the big banks, but the best deal usually comes from somebody that a mortgage broker finds. Okay. Or, better yet, ask your agent, ask your realtor to tell you where's the best place to go to get a mortgage. Because there's different kinds of mortgages. Yeah. You do that.
Ask your agent. They're going to be able to point you in the right direction. Right. They should be, at least.
Your agent is going to know if you need a VA loan, if you need an FHA loan, if you need a conventional loan, if you need to do something with the Department of Agriculture, a USDA loan, something like that. Okay. They're also going to be able to tell you if there's money available to help you with the funding, with your down payment, with your closing costs, besides going to the lender. Okay.
Now, let me ask you this. Wrapping up, is there any last advice you would have for a person about mortgages?
The first thing I would say is, number one, ask your agent. Make sure you do that. Ask your agent. Number two, be very, very patient throughout the process. Okay. Number three, be cooperative. A lot of people that I've seen, and I've been doing this for a really long time, Kyle, really long time. A lot of people think, why is this guy asking me so many personal questions? This is none of his business. If that's the attitude, then there goes the mortgage, and that means there goes the house. Right. So they have to get that information from you. It's a necessity. They're going to be underwritten. And remember what I said about government regulation. Yes, sir. The government requires that kind of stuff to make sure that they're lending fairly and that they're not giving loans to people that can't qualify. Right. That's what happened. Part of what happened back in 2008.
And that's why we have Dodd-Frank regulations.
And that's why we have all exactly. Okay. Exactly right.
All right, Pete, man. Thanks for answering all my questions.
Awesome. Take it easy, Kyle. We'll see you next time.
See you.